Nice shot, kid.
So, we're back. What's up, guys? Big Sexy here. So, if you go to YouTube, the other YouTube, you'll see Schuylkill County buck. This is a buck we shot this year. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and I'm going to show you a cheap way to mount this. So, what I did is you go to Amazon in 3 different sizes: large, medium, and small. Your base, so it'll be 5 inches. 4 7/8, and I think the other one was 4 5/8. Was it 4 5/8 for a small? So you go to Amazon. You guys are paying $80, $90, some over $100 to put bleach kit and all that on your skull. I can buy this. This was $19 on Amazon. We're gonna mount these horns onto this. We're gonna show you how to do it. All right. If you look, I have. You can start again. So I have this saw. Because one thing we want to do is make sure that we're flush to the mount. I'll open this. I'll show you all the pieces in it when we're ready. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the horns off. Okay? So, probably. So what we're going to do first, use a bigger saw. We're going to, see, this is why we can't use a big saw sometimes. Look, see how it hit the horns? That's why we bought this one. Okay. So we're going to cut this flush at the base. So if you guys can all see, everybody see? We don't want to cut into the antler. We want to just stay flush to the base. Yes, you can use the Sawzall. I'm going to lie to you, I don't have near as much control with the Sawzall. So I prefer not to. Okay. As you can see, my kids are here. They're my film crew. They're my help, my clamps. We butt heads a lot, but the truth is, we need each other, and we love each other. So, one thing I do as I go, you'll see I'll stop and just make sure we're not cutting through.
It smells like mushrooms.
Yeah, okay, so we're not cutting through, we're doing good.
Why does it smell like mushrooms?
I don't know the answer to that one, honey. What you smell is, you smell the bone getting cut.
Yeah, it smells like mushrooms.
Okay. So, we do have a clamp here, but I gotta tell you guys, even with a rag, I don't think the clamp does much stuff. It damages your horns. So,
Smoking.
it is smoking, ain't it?
They're gonna start a fire.
Okay, same thing, let's check.
You're almost there.
Okay. Yep, we're not digging into the horn. That's the key. You don't want to dig into your horns. You want to stay flat to the bottom until we're getting through and out of things moving. Sorry, I keep watching that we ain't into them antlers. That's the key here. We ain't into them antlers and we have trouble. Nice and easy, let me see. Not into the antler, not into the antler. Good. Okay.
I can hold it.
I know, I'm just kind of hoping it's not. Should be through in a second. I can feel it. It's starting to break. There it went. Okay. And look, yep, we didn't get any of the horns, yeah? Nice. Good, that's what we wanted. Nice, clean.
Do you want me to open the hole?
Okay, that's the one thing you want. You want a nice, flat, clean. Try here we have a little bit of a burr. So if you got a burr, you just want to get that burr off.
Don't hurt yourself.
So now we're gonna.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
you
from
did.
this?
It's probably from rubbing on the table. That's why I don't use the Sawzall. Okay. So same thing. We're gonna follow down the side of the horns. On the base, after we get so far, we're gonna check because this one here goes a little slanted. Let's take a look. Now, if we find that we're starting to turn where we get into the horn, then what we're going to do is the easiest way I found is actually cut the cap off the skull. Okay, so let's turn this some.
So you should start like right there.
We can't start there unless we get rid of the cap. So let's get rid of the cap. You ready? Should have brought the Sawzall down just for the cap.
Well, we usually don't take the cap off.
I usually don't take cap off, but I won't be able to see. It wasn't that it wouldn't work. It's you couldn't get the horn clamp in place.
So weird.
Yeah.
You don't want to break them either.
Yeah. See, that's what's going to happen again. So might be able to get it to clamp there if we have a rag.
Where?
I don't know. Here, grab me that scrunchie. That'll work.
So
You just want one to, so you don't scratch it all up. There's already a scratch in it. I'm not sure where it's from. I don't want to break the horn. That's the one thing we don't want to do.
That stuff right there,
So, let me see where we're at. Okay. Now here's where it gets tricky because some of these horns all have a different kind of angle. So what I learned is sometimes you got to keep cutting from different angles where you can see. Oh, you'll see. To be honest with you, this is probably the worst one I ever cut. Okay. So let's flush. That's what matters. Okay, so that one will go there. That one will go there. Yep, okay. In the kit, we have skull cap, screws. Yep, and there's filler. It's not glue, it's filler.
Oh.
So we're going to open these. In case you didn't see, I got saws laying all over here because this ain't the first time we've done that. I got saw there, 3 saws there. Okay, I am missing a screw. So it comes with 2 little screws to hold on right here. Want me to show them? Nick? So you got 2 big screws that hold your horns, 2 little screws that hold this cap on. Okay? I'll show you how to do it here. So I don't need this right now. We're going to set this to the side. And we don't need this right now, so we're going to set that there too. So what we need is 1 antler at a time. Okay? So, now, so we got to figure out where we want this. Do we want the horns pointing at us? When it's hung on the wall?
I think it looks good like that.
I think right like that. Okay?
Because that's how they kind of work
So,
anyway.
what we're going to do, him a screw gun. So you need a screw gun and a Phillips. I'll use 2 different. I just think it's easier.
Wait, this is the back thing though.
You're not going to break it. Just put a hole in it. Okay.
It should be good, I guess. So yeah, that was the whole.
Same hole. Well, I don't like that already because that same hole tells me. Okay, so what we're going to do, take this drill bit. Now this drill bit is a little smaller than what I want.
Do you want me to get you a different?
No, the reason, is this the one? Look over there, I have a bit I use. I think this is it.
Yeah, that's the one.
So, now the key here is this screw cannot come out. None of this can come out through this horn. It's got to all stay centered. So you've got to try to hit dead center of that horn at the angle you mark. I know it sounds like fun, right? So, sure that went in deep enough. Okay, we need a little bit yet. Okay, there's one hole. Now, what I do, this is me, doesn't mean you have to. This is going to go in real tight. I use a bit a little smaller. I'd rather put extra threads than to make sure I'm not screwing this kit up. I will start running this screw way before I put it on there. I'll put threads in. This is me. Nice and easy, so you get to watch if it's going to come through your horns. If it goes to come through your horns, well, then you buy yourself a different size screw. And I like to use the impact driver. I just think it works better.
Why is it making me?
It's an impact. Okay. Don't run it all the way in. Because of course you have the kit. Okay. So then take this.
Do you want me to put
it here. I take the screw. I just put it in this hole.
I use this one to put it in, right?
Yeah, put it in there. And we're going to drive that in. That's one. Nice and easy. Okay? It's not going to go the way you think, so you got to follow the hole. Go ahead. Are you going forward?
Should.
Go ahead.
Now it's backwards.
Go ahead. It's in now. You got to push. Let me see. You're scared you're going to break it. once we get close, then we turn the horn to where we want it again.
Right there. Right?
Okay, so I would say right about there. Okay. I don't worry much about what it looks like in the back. You don't see the back.
No, it's good when you put the base on.
Yeah. Now, like I said, the one thing I will tell you is these here are a little big, but I ordered the wrong kit. It doesn't stop me from using it. What I'll do is, if I shoot another one next year, I'll just take this kit off. That's how nice these kits are. I'll put it on, but this way the horns aren't sitting there rotting. Okay, now we're going to mark this one. So this is the tricky one because it has to match this one. So, where does it match this one?
Oh, a little bit.
What do you
Right
think?
there.
Got them right there?
Yeah.
Okay, start a hole. Follow that angle. Have it started?
Yeah.
Yep, that started. Good, good. We weren't scared on that one. Okay, so.
Can I try? Oh no, because I don't want to get it to go through.
Again, you got to stay in the center of the horn.
Is that all the bones coming off?
Yeah, well, this is all cartilage. That's what horns are.
Oh, I knew that.
So, which, okay.
That is cracked. Wait, isn't that a crack right there?
No, that's where we start hitting this all a little bit. You got me nervous. I've never cracked them.
Well, there's a crack right here.
Okay. Now that we know that
It
worked.
just looked like a crack the way I was standing. And
Okay, now that we know it worked. Now we're going to put this on where it belongs. Go ahead. Or no, wait. You wouldn't need me to do it?
No, I should be able to. Oh, it's hot. Sorry, it scared me.
Let's see.
Jumped. You have it going in, right?
Yep. Hold on. I'm going to grab the horn. Nice and easy. Go ahead. Okay, now you don't want to break the, look, you don't want to break the plastic, but you want the screw to hold tight. So, before we tighten it,
That looks good like that.
Autumn, is that it?
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah, no?
Yeah.
Does that look right?
Yeah, it does.
Look right?
Here, like, turn here.
Okay, so then
Now
what
you
we
do
do,
that so I don't break it.
what we're going to do is tighten it. Okay, just make sure the horns don't move. And they don't. Okay. Now, I plan on replacing this kit with a bigger set of antlers next year as long as it works to my advantage the way I want. So, does that look right? Okay, so I'm not going to fill her, but what you do, so you see this. Okay, see these gaps? You use this filler.
It's in my hand.
I'm not going to fill them. So you take this filler, and you know what? I ain't scared.
I think they look better filled in.
Well, I'm going to reuse this one. Take a
Well,
knife,
then,
take a
I
knife and
wouldn't-
cut that tip off. It's all right. I'll just scrape it off and buy new filler. This way I get the show. Got it? Okay. So what you do then? This is what I do.
Oh, sorry.
After my daughter breaks it.
There's in this case.
The reason we do that is make it look good. We're going to go all the way around and just fill anywhere there's a gap.
Do you want me to move this now, Dad, since we don't need this anymore?
What?
The clamp.
Yeah. Yeah, honey, you can move it over there. Okay.
Oh, it's heavy, man.
So, once this dries, it dries the same color as that. Okay. I like to take my finger. Okay. I like to take my finger and fill around. And the same here, the back really does not matter. You don't see it. Anybody that says it matters, it does not. It's preference. Okay. Now, to get some on here, I've been doing pretty good at not getting it on the horn, so we want to just wet our finger, and it'll come off. And that's all we're going to do. See, that's tight. We don't need any there. So, I will fill the back just to fill it. It will keep tight once it seals. Okay. Alright. So it's tight all around except for right here. My kids are pigs.
That was on him, not me. I hit it. Oh, I got filler on my finger.
Okay. Again, you don't have to use a filler. You can use a filler. It's all preference. Me, I like using a filler on the front. I don't usually use it on the back. In this case, I got a big gap in the back. So I did use it, and I plan on actually reusing this horn set. But just to show you how to use it, I'm going to do it. Well, we're going to see if there's a rag over there. So, when I'm done in the filler, I just like to take a rag, clean off my horns. Okay. Okay. Now, so that's in, mounted, done. So now, what you do is you take this,
Make sure it's centered.
you lay it on there. And if you look, I don't know if you guys can see, there's 2 screw holes.
I don't have much tinier fingers.
There you go, that's perfect. Yep, put it there.
It should be in.
Okay, now, all we're going to do, I'm going to put a reverse.
It's not in. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Can you see the hole?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
It's not in. Now it's in. Go ahead.
Good. And we're not going to tighten it. We're just going to,
To make sure.
because we're going to have to move each side.
Where's the other screw?
That's a good question.
Buddy.
It was laying right here. Right there, Autumn. Can you grab it? Oof, she hit me in the face with the microphone.
Here, let me just, do you want me to try to put it again?
Well, we're going to try it this way, but...
There. Here.
Okay, go ahead.
Watch your thumb. I have to go underneath because I have big fat hands. Let me get over here to make sure it's in the hole. Good? Didn't really hurt, really.
Okay. And that, my friends, is a $19 deer mount.
Is that it?
Now, if you look, see this gap? This ain't tight enough. That's one thing you gotta really watch. But I ain't gonna lie to you. It's plastic. So you don't want to break it either.
How much is that?
top sealed. That's what we need. See how that top sealed? That's how you know it's on. See that top? Everybody see that? So that, my friends, is a deer mount. $19. Hang it on that hook. And in the back, here, let me show you something else. In the back, okay, you can actually buy a hook. Amazon sells hooks. Or you can just take this baby on a thing on your wall. And there it is.
That looks good.
And you guys are paying $90 to $100. And I paid $19.
It looks just as real, kind of, too.
Looks just like a real skull. You never tell the difference.
Especially from a faraway distance, you couldn't tell.
No.
Because I know my horns are on one of these.
Now, one thing I'll tell you is with this is, well, here's the other thing I like, and I have one somewhere. It ain't down here, though.
I saw another one down
You
here.
could, yeah, no, not that one.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
just a regular skull.
Oh.
But the one thing I really like is you can paint these.
Do you want me to go get it?
So, do you have the painted one? Do you know where it is?
Yeah, it's in our room upstairs.
Is it hanging up?
Yeah.
No, we don't have it hanging up.
No, I don't. No,
You
because
guys can walk up and just show them.
Okay, do you want us to go now?
So, before we end, like I said, these are paintable, 100% paintable. So, like I did one upstairs, I'm not done with it. I started it. I did half red, half blue, and I want to put a big star in the middle, but I couldn't find a star. I was trying to find a sticker I could trace to make a perfect star, and I couldn't find one. But you can't say that that's not a nice looking mount for $19. Like I said, the biggest problem is you gotta watch when you cut them off flush, because this deer here didn't have any knobs like this in the back. None. So it looks rough in the back. This deer did, but as you can see, I actually bumped it with the saw. But again, it's in the back. So it's not a monster. I'm not planning on taking it to Boone and Crockett.
Boone and Crockett? What?
Boone and Crockett. You know where they score them?
Boone and Crockett?
Yeah, I'm not planning on doing that. However, I am.
You said Boone or Boone?
I am going to hang it on the wall because, you know, a kill's a kill. And it's a sharp looking mount. Like I said, if you look here, I probably should have went with, I'd say maybe even a small.
I said
They were
medium
out of
was
stock
probably
and small. They were out of stock and small, so we went medium, or we should have went medium. But I think it looks good. So I hope you liked it. I hope that helped. Like I said, $19. I'm cheap. $19 deer mount. Alright, thanks for watching.
Do you want us to go upstairs and show them? Okay, so this is the skull that my dad painted. It looks really cool. He wants to represent red, white, and blue as a flag. He wants to put a big star right in the middle here, so it doesn't cover too much of the paint job and too much of everything. Just put a little, like, spark in there. He took a lot of time and effort to paint this, too. A lot of detailing, a lot of... Multiple coats. Yeah, multiple coats. But I like it. I know my dad likes it, so he really enjoys doing this stuff. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, share this video, turn your post notifications on. But yeah, thanks for watching.